God
won't treat
forbid.
them. I won't treat them. I'll kill them.
You'll kill them? So if an Israeli is in Australia and God forbid something happened to him and he comes
Not
to your
God forbid,
hospital,
I hope to God.
would you kill him?
You have no idea how many Israeli Khara dog came to this hospital and sent it to Jahannam.
Is Australia under siege? Are the streets of Sydney and Melbourne slowly slipping into the grip of Islamist extremism? The world watched in shock as pro-Palestine rallies erupted across Australian cities. Not peaceful protests, but loud, aggressive chants of Free Palestine and Allahu Akbar echoing through the streets. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Let's talk about the most chilling incident. 2 nurses in a Sydney hospital openly vowing to kill Israeli patients, threatening to let them die if they came under their care. Yes, you heard that right.
Let's say an Israeli,
I
God
won't treat
forbid,
them. I won't treat them. I'll kill them.
Healthcare workers, those sworn to save lives, instead pledging to end them based on religion. Is this what Australia has become? Over the past year, Australia has witnessed an explosion of anti-Semitic attacks. The numbers are staggering. Over 2,000 incidents reported since the Israel-Hamas war began on October 7, 2023. That's 3 times higher than the year before. Houses torched, synagogues set on fire, Jewish schools and childcare centers targeted. Just last month, police uncovered a trailer filled with explosives in a Sydney suburb. A potential anti-Semitic attack stopped just in time. The Addis Israel Synagogue in Melbourne, a place of worship, was set ablaze. Families fled in the dead of night as flames consumed their sacred space. And yet the streets remain flooded with radical chants, as if this violence is justified. The so-called pro-Palestine movement in Australia has morphed into something darker. It's no longer about advocating for a cause. It's about intimidating, threatening, and silencing Jewish Australians. And with the rise of Islamist slogans and radical rhetoric at these rallies, it's hard to ignore the unsettling reality. Is this a dangerous step toward Islamization? Prime Minister Anthony Albanese calls it a national crisis. Opposition leader Peter Dutton agrees. But here's the question: why now? Why did it take burning synagogues and death threats in hospitals for the Australian government to finally wake up? New hate crime laws have been passed, yes, but is that enough? And let's not forget the bigger question: how did we even get here? The unchecked rise of extremist rhetoric, the loud pro-Hamas slogans in the heart of Sydney, and the glaring silence of certain community leaders. It all points to a deeper issue Australia cannot afford to ignore. Australia is at a crossroads. Will it continue to watch as Islamist extremism festers under the guise of protests? Will it let radicals take over its streets, its hospitals, its schools? Or will it finally draw the line? Because if it doesn't, if this wave of extremism isn't confronted head-on, the Australia we know today may cease to exist. The question is it already too late?